Hey, sweet soul, welcome back to Conscious Lifestyle Coaching. My name is Raileigh Easterling. Today's message is you chose to build your own legacy. So, super happy to be back on live. Excited for people to come back in, but today will just be a quick message. But if you catch a live later, that's the opportunity to ask questions. I'll answer as many as I can. And when you come in, let me know who you are, where you're listening in from, and feel free to leave questions in the chat or in the comments below. And again, today's message is you chose to build your own legacy. I'm speaking to someone who is choosing the harder path, even though we talk about the soul mission all the time. It seems it should give us peace, and it does, but our mind will get in the way. And again, if you're listening, let me know who you are. Feel free to ask some questions and contribute to the conversation today. Whoever's building their own legacy right now, I just want to share that it's going to get tiring. You're going to feel like you can't do it all. And the reason why you chose this is because that's really what you want. You want control over your time. You want to live a fulfilling life. You want to buy your freedom. You want to work for the divine. And it's possible you can. So then you leave your comforts. You walk away from 9-to-5s. You walk away from relationships. And you start committing yourself to building this legacy. And it takes so much longer than you thought. And then you reach the point where you're almost there. You're going to break through. You're going to work full time. You're going to enjoy every moment of your life, every breath. Your mental health is going to get so much better. You're going to be living life for you, in co-creation with God. And you're almost there. But you want to go back to the comforts. You don't think that you can really do this alone, but you can. And it is in the moments when you finally see yourself, witness yourself doing all of it, doing it on your own, building a profitable life, a sustainable income. That is when help will come in. But you have to show yourself first, because that's why you chose to do this, to choose this path in the first place. You did that because you want to show yourself that it is possible to be that free here in this human lifetime. It really is that possible. So don't go back to the old stories that you know of, because that's not really what you want. You don't want someone else to complete you. You want to feel whole in yourself. But it's a journey, it's an adventure. You're going to have to take and walk through the portal. And again, it's in the moment when you don't think you can do this anymore, when you don't think it's going to be possible for you. That is when you're going to reach the next level, the next tier of self-accountability, of self-actualization, of self-fulfillment. So don't give up. And our heart gets tired, our mind gets tired along this journey of spiritual entrepreneurship. We get so afraid to keep showing up out of fear, out of judgment. And that's true. Getting on this live is so exhausting. I haven't been here in a while. I mentally exhaust myself before I even turn the camera on. I don't know who's going to listen now or later, but I still have to show up. And eventually, when I show up a few more times, people come in and we build that community. So that's the path of the entrepreneur who's listening now or later. Are you willing to keep showing up when it's cringy, when it's uncomfortable, when it feels embarrassing, when you're full of the shame to look at yourself? But you've been dreaming of this for so long. You've been praying for the miracles, for the blessings in your life, for more money, for more love. And so you have to choose the most authentic path. And eventually you will. After so many videos, after so many books, after so many courses, eventually you may give this a try. And I hope you do. whoever's listening now or later. I hope that you give yourself the chance, that you bet on yourself, that you invest in your time so you can truly live in freedom. I've been on that journey, and it's been about 7 years of building this vision that I have so that I can raise a family, so I can be a mother and still work from home. And that's why I've been on this journey, and it is coming into materialization. I am walking into that blessing now. So I know it's possible. I'm here to show that it is possible. And whoever's journeying with me now or later, I want you to get uncomfortable with me. I want you to show up in the places that you're called to. You don't have to sacrifice your entire life doing things that you hate. You do not have to do it, but you have to do things that make you uncomfortable, because the divine wants us to grow. And if you're here on this soul mission with me, we're here to raise ourselves up in vibration, to transform our lives, and then create opportunities for other people to do the very same things. I'm speaking to people who are very creative. You have such an artistic, brilliant, beautiful mind. And that's the healing that we need. I talk about the rise of the healing arts. We want to see more of your work out here. And if you're listening now or later, let me know who you are, where you're listening in from, and feel free to ask any questions and contribute to the conversation. And whether you're watching now or later, look forward to connecting with you. Peace and divine love to you as well. So you chose to build this legacy. So what is it for you? What are you dreaming of? The freedom that you want. I'm not saying you're running away from responsibilities or what it means to be a responsible citizen or human being on the planet. I'm saying you can do it all. I'm saying you can provide for your family and be in your art, in your divine passion, not passion rooted in hate, passion rooted in wanting to share so much love. You just cannot help it. It radiates off of you. It keeps you sustainable to keep pushing through the discomfort that you might be feeling. When you're building something that no one's seen before, you're probably very unique in your family, in your community. No one's done it yet, because that's the soul mission, when you're embodied in the path that the divine wants for you. But we all question it because we live in societies that don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to be passionate about something. They just want you to work for another vision that's never belonged to you in the first place. And then we get comfortable there. So I'm speaking to you today just to show you and to remind you it is possible. And if you need help to empower yourself to get through this tunnel, this portal that you're facing right now, and if you're watching now, if you're connecting on this vibration, you're breaking through. You're tired, you don't want to keep pushing through this, but I promise, keep going a little bit more. And you're about to see so much more breakthrough. Your soul chose this path, not to, again, prove to other people, like I mentioned in the video yesterday, to show how amazing you are to the world, or to prove to your haters that you're worthy. That's not what this path is for. This path is chosen. You've chosen it to share divine love, to allow the divine love that's connected. It's been whispering to you. It's been a seed in your mind for so long. Your heart aches for it. You wake up every day and you dream of wanting this more and more. So when are you going to allow yourself to do it? All of it. Don't go back to the old comforts. Don't let the fear steal your mind of what is possible for you. So thank you so much for listening. If you're watching now or later, let me know who you are. I look forward to coming on here live more, to have conversation with you, to build community, and really to answer any questions. Just to let you know that you're really, really not alone in this journey. of soul entrepreneurship, of bettering your life, of raising consciousness, of knowing you're here for a divine reason. We're building a life on purpose. We're creating tools and products spoken to us, channeled through us from our higher selves. And ultimately, we're creating legacy, not only to sustain our lives, but to take care of people we care about. Blessings to you, Omega. If you have any questions, I'm open to take them in the lives. I'll be coming on maybe once or twice a week. And yeah, it channels a lot of energy to come up here, not knowing who's listening. And that's the beauty of starting your own legacy, of sharing your vision. It's the most vulnerable, raw thing you can do. And it is exhausting. But it's not the work that God is asking you to do that's exhausting. It's the fear in the mind. It's all the thoughts you get before you get on that stage, or before you answer those calls, before you write that book, whatever it is for you that's calling to you at this time. So thank you so much for being here. Someone asks, what's the best thing they can do to bring something into the world that isn't here? So people tend to look at it like it's nothing, but they've been shown it's very powerful. You just have to keep creating every single day. The biggest inventions in the world, people thought they were insane, or the most ancient prophets in any religion you can think of, people thought they were actually crazy, and they might have been. God uses all of us, everybody. And it is up to you, the entrepreneur, the visionary, the change maker, to show people that that you're creating is what they need. You're the teacher. You're the marketer. You're the inventor. You're the creator. You're all of it. And that's what's so exhausting and daunting about soul entrepreneurship. Where do you start? What do you do? Just a little bit more every single day. But the key here is teaching other people why they need it. Why should they care about it? How is it going to connect them to the divine? And we don't know unless you show us, until you teach us. A new way of healing. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Tao Druidry. Nice to see you. And just thank you so much for what you do. It's so funny. I'll be watching another channel, and then there you are commenting. So I see how you're building community, and I think it's really beautiful. Thank you for connecting all of us. And I hope to continue to show up and connect professionally with you all more now that I'm grounded. More grounded now. Definitely had to go through a healing journey. Yeah. Great. I'm glad that was helpful, Ishi. But yeah, recognizing you're here to teach something. There's a story that your soul has been traveling through since you were born, that it is your soul medicine meant to share in this world. And sometimes it could be from trauma or something, but sometimes it's a unique code. Only you have it. That's why I love talking about the soul. No one else has that medicine. Other people might have different versions of it because we're a spiritual family, but at the end of the day, there's no competition. When you show up truly as the fully embodied Ishi, there's no other Ishi in this planet that's going to do it like you do it, or teach it like you do. And it's uncomfortable. People give you the side eye, make you think you're crazy. I often receive that. There's only 6 of you in here. 2 people have liked it. But I'm talking as if I'm speaking to thousands, because it could happen overnight, and it has happened overnight. So you get to live in the spirit when you're on this path, building your own legacy. You have to trust the vision. You have to trust who God is telling you you are. When I say God, I mean great source, spirit, just divine cosmic love. You have to live in that frequency first. Do not wait for people to tell you who you are, where you're going. You teach them. You teach them. Welcome I'm recognizing some names. That's so beautiful. Hello, Anthony. Hey, John. Yeah, it's been a busy time. Lots of energy coming into Aries right now. So hopefully we went through a last little purge of that deep soul work, and now we're in action. Now we have to show up. Spirit's telling me get on here every day, multiple times a day. And I'm like, God, are they going to get tired of me? Mm-mm. I mean, someone might, but someone else is also coming in and they receive the message. That's the same with you all. You are not annoying. You are not weird. If you keep showing up talking about this thing, I always compare myself to Chicken Little. That Chicken Little energy, that's you right now. But you're right. Whatever it is you're being called to create and build right now, it's going to save some people. And you're going to say, I told you. People who rock with you now as you continue to build your legacy, most of them are not going to be there in your next ascension, your next elevation. This is between you and the divine. You have to trust yourself. Do I have a vision willing to discuss for humanity in terms of keeping individuality and bridging a higher unity? Keeping individuality and bridging a higher unity. Let me see. Maybe you might have to clarify that question, what you're asking. I can tell you my soul vision, and maybe it'll help you kind of outline and structure what it is you're building. For me, conscious lifestyle coaching, obviously I talk about my daily life. I'm just a normal human being, having my own spiritual experiences, gaining my own wisdom. I share online. People receive those messages. Hopefully it makes their day better. Hopefully it brings a smile to their face. Hopefully it gives them some peace in their heart, that they're not alone through what they've struggled with. So that's a very spiritual, superficial level of what I'm building. And then as people continue to connect with me, I build trust with them. And maybe they get inspired or they get more downloads to build something very specific, whether that's a business, a book, planning an event. Then they have someone that they can reach out to. And that's where I really ground this work. As a copywriter, as a professional writer, I help with marketing campaigns. I do executive assistance at a very high level for people who are ready to operate a business, or maybe they also just need spiritual guidance. So bringing it from a spiritual perspective of some people just need understanding, they need clarity, they just need some peace, and offering that, but also grounding it into practical terms. And that's something I witness in the spiritual community. People struggle with of, I'm a healer. I'm a help clear your energy. Okay, cool. But like, what else can you do? Because you're a multidimensional, very talented human being. And that's how we build diverse income. So I'm a spiritual person, but I also talk about business and entrepreneurship, because financial health, we need that too. And spiritual people, I love all of us, but sometimes we dissociate and go a little bit too high and we want to denounce the earth. But I talk about soul to bring us back and say, hey, yeah, we're spiritual beings. We know God. We want to go be with God, but also we're here right now because we got to do something. What is it you got to do? And then build your team. I might be someone who can help you at a professional level on your team. I might just be someone you check in with every now and then. I could just be some random person you watch a live with. But I love all of it. It's my journey. It's art. I'm getting to the point where I don't have to think too hard. Just get on the live. And you guys help with that as well. So I don't know if that answered your question, Tao, but I know that with Druidism, I'm hearing that more because you brought into my consciousness. I keep connecting with more people and telling them about it, and I can point them to you. So building a professional spiritual network um, in that way. But I know my specialty is not Druidism. But you've been dedicating enough time with me that even now I feel comfortable to send people to your channel. Do you understand that? So if you're listening, hello. Welcome back to the lives. Let me know who you are. Feel free to ask a question, contribute to the conversation. Today's message, we're talking about choosing the legacy, even though you might feel exhausted or maybe maybe you're resisting still this energy of just showing up. I've been on here every day for almost 30 days, and just in 30 days, I've been able to get back full-time income in 30 days. Consciously, the work I had to do for 3 months before that brought me to this point. But by the time you show up online, you start marketing yourself, you start sharing your products, planning your events, so much is going to come in. This is prime energy right now to show up. And it's accelerated if you don't really know what it is you're called to do to create legacy for yourself as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as an artist. Now's the time to get clarity on that. And of course, I offer that, but there's so many other guides. But consult with your spiritual guidance, whether that's in flesh or in the spirit realm. Yeah, this energy, it's the divine's asking us, are you going to do this or not? Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to build your legacy? And this is what I'm going to need from you to do that. And it seems like a lot, but I'm trying to share the message today that once you say yes to it, you dive into this portal and you start walking the path, you start showing up, you start working on it every day, full time, 8 hours a day. I'm on calls, I'm creating, I'm working, I'm showing up, I'm creating thumbnails, all of it. And I never thought I'd be able to have this opportunity to work full time, led by the Spirit. And it happened quickly. The divine's asking all of us, all of you right now, how much are you willing to commit to this and to ride this energy out? This is a timeline. This is a timeline. And you know you're called to this work. You know you're called. You've been chosen, because the more you resist it, things start crumbling and you wonder why life gets so hard. But you're choosing that. We block ourselves from soul fulfillment because that's what the systems want. They want you to be a robot. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you to the 9 people in here. Let me know who you are an hour later. 23 minutes. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to get on here longer. But I just wanted to check in and say hello and say I missed you all so much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for allowing me healing space. And I'm just here ready to provide that space for all of you again. And congratulations if you've chosen to build your legacy. Just know, yes, the energies are asking a lot from us right now. But I promise we're going to fall in love with this journey. Because ultimately you're falling back in love with yourself, with higher self. And that love is felt, that love is shared. And that's why you need it. That's why you're allowed to earn money from it. That's why you're allowed to receive divine love and companionship, because you said yes to the journey. You didn't wait. Yep. All right. Thank you all so much for checking in. Hope you have a beautiful night or morning, day, whenever you watch this. And I'll see you guys again soon. Peace and love to you. See you in the next live.